Hello and welcome to Record Rap, the Adventist Record news podcast. It's Thursday, June 26. I'm Juliana Muniz.
And I'm Jankiewicz.
In this week's episode, Adventist Aged Care celebrates 5 centenarian birthdays. PNG Church officially organized after 27 years, and writing workshops empower Pacific storytellers. But first, Ashley, can you tell us what's making headlines this week?
Earlier this year, Diné Adventist Radio, or DAR, went live in Arizona, United States, aiming to reach 90% of the Navajo population with the Adventist message of hope. The Navajo Nation covers almost 70,000 square kilometers across several states, and while many live without television or internet, most own a radio. DAR is dedicated to being culturally authentic, and the program director has emphasized DAR's goal in keeping the Navajo language alive. Programs are produced by Navajo Adventist members and air in both English and Navajo. Listeners have been responding, and the team has already heard from people in places where there are no Adventist churches. DAR's team continues to grow with the aim of one day being able to broadcast 24/7 to the entire Navajo Nation. In other news, new research has discovered that sleeping too long may be more detrimental for your health than sleeping too little. Sleeping less than the suggested 7 to 8 hours each night increases the risk of dying from any cause by 14%, but rises to 34% for those regularly sleeping for 9 hours or longer. Men are at greater risk from sleeping too little, while women are at greater risk from sleeping too much. Researchers believe this to be due to hormonal, cardiovascular, and behavioral differences between men and women. In a society where sleep deprivation is growing and sleep is disrupted due to stress and blue light from digital screens, this research is important in raising awareness of the risks of too much or not enough sleep. This is good for me to know because I sleep a lot. I will often sleep at least 9 hours. Sometimes I will sleep 11 hours.
Do you feel a difference when you sleep too much?
No, I feel great when I sleep 11 hours.
Are you saying the complete opposite of this research?
Well, they're not saying that you're not going to feel great. They say that it increases your risk of dying. So apparently I have an increased risk of dying because I sleep so much.
That is very concerning.
Yeah, it is a little. Maybe I should try to sleep less.
Yeah, but I think the key here is to have a balanced sleep, so not too much, not too little. When I was doing research for my editorial that I wrote recently about brain health, I learned that sleep is very important for many things, but also for brain health to determine if we'll have neurodegenerative decline. And it's proven that it's during sleep that our memories are consolidated and our brains also manage our memories, so what to keep, what to get rid of. And it's also when our brains flush out metabolic and toxic waste. So when we don't get balanced sleep, we end up with dirty brains.
Well, I guess the bottom line is sleep is important, and not too much and not too little.
Now back to the South Pacific. Living past 100 is rare, but last week, 5 centenarian residents of Adventist Aged Care Wahroonga gathered for a shared birthday celebration with ages ranging from 101 to 107. The event brought together residents, staff, family, and local MPs for morning tea, cake, and tributes. The honored centenarians were Ruth Hunter, Leon Rock, and Shirley Norris, all 101. Phyllis Timms, 102 years old, and Jean Pease, 107. Another centenarian, Noel Humphreys, who is 105, was unable to attend due to health issues. Adventist Aged Care CEO Brian Swainpool called it a very special privilege to care for so many people over 100. He said their stories and resilience are deeply valued. After 27 years as a church company, Lamarraine in Papua New Guinea has officially become an organized church. More than 100 people gathered for a week-long celebration from June 8 to 15, featuring Bible studies, outreach, and presentations on Adventist beliefs. The church, located in the Wide Bay District, began without a building, pastor, or financial support, but steady growth and community engagement have led to this milestone. Lamarraine is the 15th church to be organized in the New Britain New Ireland mission during the past 5 years, with more expected in the coming years. More than 70 Adventists in Port Moresby, PNG, have been equipped to tell faith-based stories through a series of hands-on writing workshops. Held from June 13 to 15, the sessions were led by Adventist Record editor Gerald Stackeroth and included local communicators, students, and staff members from Pacific Adventist University. Participants explored storytelling, script writing, and how to use digital media and AI for mission, while also gaining the confidence to write and share their own experiences. The workshops are part of Adventist Record's goal to strengthen the church's voice and community across the South Pacific. Mr. Stackeroth explains.
Most of us have a barrier to writing for the first time. We have fears of not getting it accepted or that we can't actually do it. We don't have the confidence. So when you practice with them, when you give them all the tools and reframe for them what it means to actually contribute, it gives them confidence to start. And that's what we're hoping to do with these workshops, because we really want representative stories from all over the Pacific, not just certain areas or certain people groups. That's why we do workshops all over the place, but especially in the Pacific, to help break down some of those barriers and to help give them the confidence to tell their own story, to know that, hey, we can do this too.
If there's strong interest from this kind of program in your conference or mission, contact news@record.net.au. And that wraps up this week's episode of Record Rep. Thank you for tuning in.
Don't forget to visit our website at record.adventistchurch.com and follow us on social media for more updates and stories. You can also receive news straight to your inbox by subscribing to our weekly e-newsletter.
We'll be back next week with more news from around the South Pacific Division. See you then.
This is an Adventist Media podcast.